Hello, my crafty friends. Well, this is, you can guess what I was doing when I should have been cleaning out my studio today. Instead of spending 30 minutes on my studio like I'm supposed to, I spent about an hour at an estate sale. And, well, they call it an estate sale. It's really like an antique sale. There's a guy that lives across the street from me that owns an antique store down on 6th Street. And when things have been in his shop a long time, he stores them or gets them out of his shop and rotates them into the house that's next door to us that he owns also. And then every once a year, about once a year, he has what he calls an estate sale, but it's really an antique sale. But he doesn't say that because if you call it an antique sale, the people will expect there to be a lot higher prices, and so they won't come, that kind of thing. And the prices are higher normally than what I really like to spend. And there's not, I would say 90% or 95% of what he has in there is not anything I would buy. It's all fun to look at, though. It's a lot of fun to look at. But he has a lot of collectible stuff like dolls and toys and that kind of thing. But he's always got a section of books in there that didn't sell at the antique store that he sells for a much more reasonable price. And that's what these are right here. I got these today at the antique store. At the antique sale. And then I got these things as well. And then I went to a garage sale and I got these things. So we'll talk about these things in a minute. I'm going to move them. But he had the sign on the shelf with the books said books $1. And sometimes he lowers the price of the books like on the last day of his sale. And that's what the sign was from last time, and they hadn't changed it. And so he gave me these books for $1 a piece. But as soon as I grabbed my books and I said something about, well, the sign said they were $1, are they really $1? He said, well, they're $1 for you because you alerted me to the fact that I hadn't put my other sign up. And the other sign just was $2 a piece, which isn't bad. But $1's better, So anyway, I thought I'd show you the books that I got. This first one, I think it's inside is what he had them marked at the antique store. This one is from 1901, and it's called Like Another Helen. I don't know anything about it, but the spine cover was stuck in like a bookmark. So anyway, I thought this would make a beautiful journal, and I bought a lot of these because I think they'll make beautiful journals. But anyway, I thought that was really cute. And then this one, if it wasn't falling apart, the covers are off, but the book block is still in relatively good shape. But I think that's backwards. Oh, I don't guess it matters. Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's got, like some leather corners and side and a leather spine. So I also think that these covers will make a gorgeous journal. And so I'm sure that's what I'll do with it. The pages inside are beautiful too, so I'm sure they will get used as well. There's a newspaper clipping stuck in there. And then this one is called The Girl I Loved by James Whitcomb Riley. And sometimes when you have these in the antique stores, they're in good shape when you first put them in there, and then they get messed up as people look through them. This one is from 1910. But all the words and the pictures are in red. And there's, words on one side. Well, this one, it's a poem. and it's a good story. I already read it because it's quick, but it's a poem, and then they'll have, part of the poem and a picture, and then they'll have a little picture with just an excerpt from the poem, and it's pretty much that all the way through. And that's just the way the whole thing is done. So all of these pictures are, there's nothing on the back of them, I don't think, on any of them. The poem is on the back of the little pictures with the excerpts. So anyway, I love the cover, and I think the cover is going to make a gorgeous journal. But the pages inside are very interesting. They're really heavy duty, like cardstock paper. And so not sure how I'm going to use them, but the cover is gorgeous and will make a wonderful journal. And this was a unique book I've never seen before. The Queen's Book of the Red Cross. And it is a book, it's from 1939, and it does say that in here too, but the Queen's Book of the Red Cross, with a message from Her Majesty the Queen and contributions by 50 British authors and artists in aid of the Lord Mayor of London's Fund for the Red Cross and the Order of the St. John of Jerusalem. And then right here is the letter from Queen Elizabeth. She says, "This book, which bears my name, is a tribute to the noble work of the Red Cross and to the unselfish devotion of those who are carrying it on. My feeling of gratitude and admiration is shared, and I am certain by many other women in our own empire, especially by the wives and mothers of those who are fighting to defend its liberty. All you who buy my book, as well as the distinguished authors and artists who prepared it, are helping forward the great work of mercy on the battlefield. To all of you, I would send this Christmas message. God bless you, Elizabeth." And then there's some markings where there are some artworks, and these were already marked. Anyway, it's a very interesting book. I've never, and it's not a book about first aid. It's stories. But it was, it was put together to sell to raise money for the Red Cross. So I just think that's a really, really cool book. And then this one is another one I picked up thinking, well, that'd make a cool journal cover. And originally it was marked $175, and you'll see why as we go through it. But it got, torn up quite a bit and damaged some. A Dream of Fair Women. Okay, it says copyright 1907. To the fair women of our dreams. And it's got poems and stuff in it. And so when you see a poem, then there's also a really pretty picture. Excuse me. Anyway, it's got, on the picture, on the back of the picture, there's nothing. And then on the back of the poem, that's a longer poem, I guess. But on the back of the poem, there's this little drawing. So you've got, anyway, There are some really pretty pictures in here, and it was kind of damaged a little bit, and I'm sure that's, why the price of it went down. But anyway, if I do take this apart, and I'm sure I will, I'll be honest with you, I'll take it apart and make a journal out of it. But I'm going to try to scan in these pictures and maybe the poems too. I do have a scanner that will scan these in. It won't scan in very fragile things, but these are pretty sturdy pages. They're about as much they're kind of cardboard like this one. So, and then this one, I'm not sure. It's a German book, and it's Christina's Race. I don't know. It's a story, I'm assuming, but it's from 1891. It says, entered according to the Act of Congress in the year 1891 by John C. Winston in the office of the Librarian of Congress at Washington. Anyway, the pages are gorgeous, and there's a lot of pictures in it, and I obviously can't read the story, but the cover's gorgeous too. And I still can't believe I got this great books for $1 a piece. I feel very blessed. So let's scooch those kind of out of the way here. And then I found this. It's a frame, but I thought, let's use this as an example. I thought it might be fun to put on a journal and put something underneath it. Now it is, it's pretty thick, but so it might need to be a coffee table type journal. Anyway, it was just unusual, and it was $1, so I bought it, especially after he gave me such a good deal on the books. Put that back in there for now. And this little box was $2, and the box says, a new creation in stationery which adds zest to each letter. Chitter Chat note paper, available in daily notes or love notes, but that's not what's in the box. What's in the box is just a hodgepodge of stuff. Somebody's child made him a kitty. It says, Mom, happy birthday. And then there's like some little cards. And they're just flat. You just fold them yourself, to make these cards. There's just a few of those in there. And then there's some cards, tags, and seals, it says. I haven't looked through this. I just glanced in the box. And let's see what all it is. So there's some little bits of stuff. Let me bring the camera down just a little bit. So these are, they're gummy on the back. They're not very gummy now, but they were gummy on the back when they were made. So you could lick them and stick them. I don't know what's in that, so we're going to hold off for a minute. Looks like some of these kind of got all stuck together, so they may not be usable. Oh, well, it's coming apart. Okay. Came apart better than I expected them to. That's what happens with the gummy stuff. There's a little bit of yarn. Look at that. Oh. Okay. Anyway, those things are kind of interesting. I'm going to stick them back in here. They have to do something at Christmas with them. And then here are some that are metallic-y, looks like. Those two are not. But that's a cute little Santa. But these are metallic-y, so probably the metallic-y ones were separate in that little, in this little thing here at one time. Made in USA, it says. Let's put the box up there. And here's some, these are also, gum-backed alphabets that you could, cut out and glue down onto stuff. And just a little small gift seals, it says, 5 cents. 36 small gift seals for 5 cents. Now, those may be, there's a bunch of them down in the bottom of the box, and that maybe they went in there. I don't know. And here's another Christmas assortment. Cards, tags, seals, 40 pieces, it says. These are the, the kind of metallic. So, anyway, it's just a box of bits is really what it is. A box of bits. And here's some letters in another glassine. Instructions for inserting monogram. Do not insert plastic button in brush before placing initial. From sheet with which contains entire alphabet, remove desired initial. Place selected initial face up in cavity on top of brush. Be sure initial is at the bottom of the cavity. Insert lucite button by gentle thumb pressure until both ends. So these were made to monogram brushes. Interesting. Or they may not be. They may just be stuck in here and not be the what it's talking about at all. I don't know. Here's another little envelope. Oh, there's something in there. I didn't know if there was anything in there. It's some little letters. And number. There's some numbers. There's a 5. Interesting. Okay. Didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be just another little envelope. It's part of a ticket. And then these are some little punch out things like made in the thicker paper, more like cardstock, for little tags. Like that. So this is a full page of them. Happy birthday, greetings, baby, best wishes, congratulations. So you run the whole gamut there. Here it says 40 gummed seals for 5 cents. And there's all these little things in there. That looks thicker. Oh, it's just a whole bunch of them. And that one did stick. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Okay, that's why it felt thicker. Anyway, there's little kids with stockings, and there's even, let me see if I can get that one. Look, there's a little snowman bear thing. Santa Claus. Oops. There's another little snowman. Okay. Let's see if we can get these to go back in here. They're not going to last. I mean, that's not going to last as some place to keep them very long. And there's the other ones I was talking about. I noticed that there was a bunch of stuff just in the bottom. Rudolph, do not disturb until December 25th. So I guess these are, things you put on packages. And then here's a bunch of gummy things like these cards, but they're just gummed on the back. So, anyway, very interesting bunch of goodies in this little $2 box. So, and then I got this, and I bought it because it said German postcards, but there aren't any German postcards in here. I did look through this. But there are postcards. Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Fort Worth, Rio Motor Hotels. And this is the Palacio de Bellas Artes in Havana, Cuba. And they have it in Spanish and they have it in English, where they talk about it. About the National Museum, founded in 1913. That's interesting. And then here's something about Magic Kingdom. Is it a map? Yeah. So it's a, I think, Disneyland map. Interesting. Compliments of Kodak. And here's some big panoramic postcards. This one is Picket Post Mountain near Superior, Arizona. This is Niagara Falls. Yep, Niagara Falls, Canada. This is New Mexico, the Indian capital of the world. It's telling you who all these people are. It's from the pueblos in near Taos. This is Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it says. This is another one of the Niagara Falls. Yep. Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And this is the Taos story, it says. South Pueblo, Taos. Anyway, it tells you what the 5 different pictures are of. So that's kind of interesting. And let's see what this is. I don't need that anymore, especially since it's not even true. Okay. Here's a postcard from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. And then there's these 2 little things. This little paper package with a bit of ribbon tied is a very small remembrance, but has lots of love inside. Well, that definitely needs to go with some Happy Mail. And then this one's torn, but it says, "True happiness be thine." And then the last thing in the bag is a Watkins advertisement. So it's even got an order form that you can either phone or mail it in. I have no idea when this is from. It doesn't have a date on it that I can see anywhere. Everything cost about $25, though, so it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Okay. And then I've got 3 music books. I paid $1 a piece for these as well. Cowboy Songs, Mountain Ballads, Red Follies, and this one's Grand Ole Opry Songs. And this one says Hillbilly Hit Parade of 1941. So I got those as well. Oops. And then I stopped at a garage sale, and I'm not going to use the sweet peas in here because this was a magnet, so I'm sure these are really, really old. They probably wouldn't even grow. But I thought I liked the picture, so I'm going to empty them out. It's got a magnet on it. I'm going to empty them out and stick it in a journal. And this is some envelopes with note cards. Anyway, I thought those might be fun to include in a journal. And then this is a 3-column like ledger book, but it's sewn in like you sew like a composition book. So I'm going to take that apart and take the pages out and coffee dye them and use them in journals. And then I found these. There were 3 packages, and they're all a little bit different. And they're 100% cotton napkins, embroidered napkins made in Switzerland. Swiss handkerchiefs, it says. Anyway, I thought those were really pretty. And there's 6 handkerchiefs in each box, and the boxes were $3 a piece. So that's 50 cents a hanky, which I thought was pretty good since they're brand spanking new. Well, they're old, but they've never been used. So that's what I was doing today instead of cleaning up in my studio. I hope you enjoyed seeing my goodies. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.